Hi guys, I know I've been absent for a bit and I'm very sorry about that. But I'm just gonna get right back into it. I was reading Matthew chapter 14 yesterday and I want to talk about this first, but before I talk about it, I'm just gonna give a little bit of context. So basically, John the Baptist, Jesus' cousin, disciples came to Jesus after John died, or was killed rather, by Herod, beheaded, because of this whole story that you should go and read in chapter 3. No, I think it was still chapter 14. And so, yeah, after Jesus figured out this news, he crossed the lake and he went to this remote place to be alone. But as he was doing this, crowds saw him and they followed him to where he was going by foot. And so Jesus had compassion on them when he saw them and he healed their sick. But after this happened, the disciples were like, Lord, how are we going to feed all these people? You know, this is a remote place. How are we going to feed all these people? And Jesus was like, oh, we'll feed them. So he took the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish and he fed the 5,000. And this is just context, so I'm going to try to rush. And so immediately after this, Jesus told the disciples to go back on the boat, which he had taken, and cross the lake while he sent the people home. So after he sent the people home, and the disciples obviously were on the boat, he went to the hills and he prayed by himself, right? And, you know, obviously after this, the disciples are facing the trouble, and this is where he walks on water. But that's not what I'm trying to talk about. After he had sent the people home, after he had done his responsibility, he went to the hills and he prayed. And this is the verse that I had highlighted in Matthew 14, verse 23. After sending them home, he went up into the hills by himself to pray. Night fell while he was there alone. And something I had written after reading this and highlighting it was, Jesus did much in just one day. He figured out his cousin died. He had compassion. He went on a boat. He healed. He fed 5,000. He sent them home. So he did so much in one day. And he still found enough time to pray. So I said, stop making excuses and spend time with God. Guys, it's really not an option as children of God. So we should not make excuses or say, oh, I'm too busy. Sorry, but the end of it is just spend time with God, guys. It will help you. It will work in the long run. Spend time with your Savior and Lord. Bye.